Have you ever considered how a single act of betrayal can bring down an entire nation? Today, we'll explore the devastating consequences of treachery as we delve into the story of how the Greeks, led by Spartan King Leonidas, were defeated by the Persian forces under King Xerxes, one due to the betrayal of Ephialtes. Welcome, and let's dive right in. The year was 480 BC, and the Persian Empire, under the rule of the god King Xerxes I, was on the march. Xerxes commanded a colossal army, one so vast that it was said to drink rivers dry and darken the sky with its arrows. This force, numbering in the hundreds of thousands, was bent on conquering Greece, a fragmented collection of city-states that, until then, were more inclined to fight each other than unite against a common foe. Yet, faced with annihilation, the Greeks came together. Athens and Sparta, the two great powers of Greece, set aside their differences. The strategy was simple yet desperate. Delay the Persian advance long enough to rally the Greek forces. The chosen battleground was Thermopylae, a narrow mountain pass that served as the gateway to the heart of Greece. Leading the defense was King Leonidas of Sparta, a warrior king renowned for his bravery and tactical genius. With him were 300 hand-picked Spartans, men who had been trained since childhood to be the perfect soldiers, as well as around 7,000 other Greek warriors from allied states. These men knew the gravity of their task. They were outnumbered more than 10 to 1. But Thermopylae's narrow pass would neutralize the Persians' numerical advantage. For 2 days, the Greeks held the line. Wave after wave of Persian soldiers crashed against their shields, but the Spartans, with their disciplined phalanx formations, held firm. The narrow pass forced the Persians into a bottleneck, where their vast numbers counted for nothing. The bodies of fallen Persians piled high as the Greeks repelled each assault with deadly precision. On the third day, the tide turned. A local Greek, driven by greed or fear, betrayed his countrymen. Ephialtes, the traitor, revealed to Xerxes a hidden path that led behind the Greek lines. Under the cover of darkness, a contingent of Persian soldiers slipped through this route, outflanking the defenders. Leonidas knew that the end was near. He ordered the bulk of the Greek forces to retreat, knowing they would be needed for the battles to come. Only the 300 Spartans, along with 700 Thespians and a handful of Thebans, remained. These men chose to stay, not out of compulsion, but out of a fierce sense of duty and honor. They would sell their lives dearly, hoping to delay the Persians for as long as possible. The final battle was one of legend. The remaining Greeks fought with unmatched ferocity, their backs to the sea, surrounded on all sides. The Spartans fought until their spears broke, then drew their swords. When those two shattered, they fought with bare hands and teeth. The Persian soldiers, though numerous, found themselves in a fight against men who had embraced death and thus had nothing to lose. King Leonidas fell, pierced by Persian arrows. His body became the focus of a desperate struggle as the Spartans fought to retrieve it. The ground was stained with blood, and the air was thick with the cries of battle. The Persians, recognizing the valor of their enemies, eventually overwhelmed the last of the Greeks through sheer numbers. The battle ended with the death of every Greek warrior who had remained. But their sacrifice was not in vain. The delay at Thermopylae allowed the rest of Greece to prepare for Xerxes' advance. The story of their heroism spread like wildfire, inspiring the Greeks to unite and eventually defeat the Persian invaders at the Battle of Salamis and later at Plataea. Thermopylae became more than just a battle. It became a symbol of courage against overwhelming odds, a testament to the human spirit's refusal to yield to tyranny. The 300 Spartans and their allies were remembered not as mere soldiers, but as heroes who chose to fight and die for freedom, ensuring their story would be told for millennia to come.